Hey everybody, welcome back to Road to Top 10, where I take a team on Pokemon Showdown from the very bottom depths of hell on the ladder, all the way into the top 10 somewhere. We were at 1583 after 43 battles. The team is 37-6. The team's been the same the whole time. I am Clever Lucky if you are just joining us today. The team has been the same, so just look for that team or look for the little berry sprite. And we are in the final stretch, I am happy to say, because we're only 40 or so points away from making it into that top 10 spot. Let's get started. This guy's got this pincer thing kind of creeping me out. It's got a really cool team, but it's really scary because I don't know what it's going to do. I lead Salamence and Moongus, mostly because I was afraid of that Azumarill coming out and doing shenanigans. He leads Pinser Audino. Pincer doesn't get the drop because of Hypercutter. He goes to Mega, and I go to Rock Slide expecting the Mega. I switch in Rotom Heat to take any kind of flying move that came at Amoonguss, but the Rock Slide will drop it in time. So that's great. He goes for a Thunder Wave onto my Salamence, which is not the best, but he switches in Aegislash while my Rotom Heat's been on the field, so I'm thinking it's Weakness Policy. I go to burn it just because Weakness Policy, you know, sometimes run physical moves, or even if not, I didn't want to activate the Weakness Policy yet. He goes for a sub, and he has leftovers, so I guess that was an unfounded fear. Audino goes to Helping Hand after Simple Beaming my Rotom Heat, so I don't know what that was all about, but I miss my Will-O-Wisp as I Rage Powder away the Shadow Ball, doing 48%, 49%, so that means I can take another one. I switch out into Salamence though because I want that Regenerator, and because my Salamence is kind of useless right now. As Rotom Heat will protect, I was expecting, yeah, he probably will Shadow Ball the Rotom Heat this time because he did it last time to Amoonguss and it didn't get the KO, so no real reason for him not to there. That would have been a good opportunity for me to Spore, honestly, his Audino. But anyway, I switch in Kangaskhan expecting another Shadow Ball to that same spot. Oh, am I wrong? Takes a Shadow Ball to Salamence, which survives and gets paralyzed. So thanks, Salamence. You are useless. And then the Aegislash's burn gets healed because of Audino's healer ability. And oh my god, that actually worked out for him quite well. Now he's got this Aegislash behind a sub with leftovers, and that's kind of scary. I power up Punch for a +2. Take the Helping Hand Sacred Sword, and I was like, yes, nice. Finally, Salamence does something, gets off a big brick break onto the Audino, finishes it off. Got a +2 Kangaskhan here. He's got to be careful now because of that Aegislash is in a, blade form. Switches in Salamence to intimidate both of my physical attackers. I switch out my Salamence because it's 100% useless in this scenario. As I switch into Amoonguss to try to protect my +1 Kangaskhan in these following turns. He protects with his shield to make sure he doesn't get Power Up Punch before he tries to finish me off with a fast Dragon Pulse from his Salamence. I'm assuming it's Scarfed. It is Scarfed, so I Rage Powder the Dragon Pulse away for very little damage, and I go to Frustrate and faint. Pokemon don't die, they faint. The Salamence. That leaves my opponent with just one Pokemon left, which is this Aegislash. I still got 4, including a Rotom Heat and a +1 Kangaskhan. So he or she's going to forfeit. We go up to 1594 from that battle, so that was a nice little bump from 1583. As we roll into this next one against Tangzo, who's got some pretty cool stuff. He's got the threat of the Charizard Venusaur. He's got Hydreigon. He's got a Mega Kangaskhan, so he's got some Mega options here. I'm going to have to play pretty safe to see how we're going to go down. I lead Salamence and Meowstic here because if it's something scary, I want to slow it down or charm it. He's got Hydreigon and Kangaskhan, which to me, this is a pretty decent matchup, minus any potential fake outs. So he goes and fakes out the Salamence. Great play on his part. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. So the fact that he had fake out on his Kangaskhan really turned around this lead matchup. I flinch. His Kangaskhan at least gets paralyzed by my Thunder Wave before my Meowstic goes down to a Dark Pulse. So ew, not good. But yeah. I go into Kangaskhan because I know that his Kangaskhan's at -1 and paralyzed, and I switch out Salamence because it was so obvious a threat to his Hydreigon, he was probably going to switch. The Kangaskhan switching, though, good move on his part, too. As Kangaskhan, I went for a power-up punch to try to start, my Kangaskhan going, and my Rotom Heat's out here now, though, so at least that's a pretty good switch into this Aegislash. His Scarf Gardevoir reveals itself, and that's going to allow me to get the Gardevoir. It's going to allow me to KO. So both of those double switches, the double switch ended up better for me because I anticipated his Hydreigon leaving. I Will-O-Wisp the Aegislash because he went for a Willow. Aegislash can't protect itself from Will-O-Wisp, so I figured that'd be a good safe play. Here's the Hydreigon. I go for it. It's got so much bulk. Look at that. Oh my god. As I take a Draco Meteor to fall, that's fine. I knew he had to pick one or the other, so I thought, I'll sacrifice one. I go for an Overheat on the Aegislash. I get a critical hit. Did I need it? I'm not really sure, but because it depends on what he was running in there, and I don't remember exactly how much special attack I did. But either way, it was going to go down to burn that turn. if it didn't go down. So I saved myself perhaps a little bit of Shadow Ball damage. Salamence comes out. I am Scarfed, and I am the physical one, so my Brick Break's enough to finish off the Hydreigon. True to form, I Will-O-Wisp into a paralyzed Pokemon, because that's all I do. That's kind of my jam. I go to Brick Break the Kangaskhan, and just Brick Break really doing good work here. His Kangaskhan is going to hit me, but he's at -1, so that's great for me. He's going to have to Sucker Punch here. He gets it. I'm Scarfed. I couldn't avoid it. I had protected. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to Thunderbolt again, knowing that I'm faster, so there's no threat of him winning, even with double critical hit here on the Sucker Punch, as I'm going to Thunderbolt again for the win. So that actually boosts us into the 1600s. We're finally into 1603. Isn't that fun? As we roll into this next battle. This is once again Rookie Slayer MLG. Now, guys, I was messaging him, and he knew I was trying to climb the ladder, and he's like, dude, let me help you out. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I only need one battle, I think, to make it. I think I needed to be like 16, 15. He's like, fine, I'll go look on battle, and hopefully we'll get paired up. We got paired up, so I was like, all right, ride me to victory, bro. Ride me into victory. I lead Salamence and Kangaskhan, and I'm pretty sure he goes Charizard, he goes Lucario, and I think we start attacking ourselves. I think that's the case. He Megas, I Mega, that's fine. He Follow Me's, and I was like, oh god. I break my Kangaskhan, but the Follow Me hit his Lucario instead. And I go to frustrate my Salamence, but then his Follow Me is just proving to be too strong. He'd overheated himself as well. The whole deal was how fast can you knock out your own teammates? So that Follow Me really good choice for him. I break my Kangaskhan, and he Dracos it, and I was like, what the heck, dude? I thought we were attacking ourselves. Like, thanks a lot. Like, wow. As he overheats my Salamence. So I'm getting a little worried. I was like, oh god, he's betraying me. Because he came out to help me, you know, just for this last battle. I was like, man, just help me out. Because I sat there the whole, you know, 2 hours I was doing this without moving. So I was like, oh man, I need to be done. So finally he starts attacking himself. And I just really love the animations of self-attack. I sleep his Charizard because I thought he might still, I don't know, I just can't, yeah. Who cares? He Dracos his Mamoswine. I still gotta throw him heat, it's in the sun. I overheat my Amoonguss for big damage. Get the one shot. Really strong here. As I think, yeah, he Ice Shards his Salamence to death. I mean, to faint. God, to faint. Will-O-Wisp the Mamoswine. And, yeah, he's a good guy, so he's coming out to help me win, I guess. And here's the ironic thing, though. As much as you can try to sandbag or get your friends to help you win, because we battled earlier in this series, and he tried his hardest to win. I mean, whatever hardest means on Showdown. So, but he tried to win, and I won there. And now here we were attacking ourselves, and I'm thinking, all right, nice. I can finally stop the series. We're finally in the top 10. After one more Thunderbolt. I'm not sure if he attacks me. I think he does. Yeah, he Solar Beams me. So he's a good kid. He's a good kid. Bop. I didn't even get him with the overheat. This is pathetic. What a long, drawn-out battle. Here's the ironic thing, though, and this is what I was saying. So, I beat him because of, obviously, much skill. And I think we get 13 points. Let's see here. We get 11 points, which boosts us to 16-14, which means we're 1 point short of being in top 10. So I go, oh god, all right, we got to go back on the ladder, and we got to do one more. So this is the battle, guys. If we win, we're in top 10, and I'll give you guys a picture of that. I will show you the picture, but if not, we have to keep battling. So the series rests on this battle. I was nervous. I was like, all right, guys, I want to finish. I want to finish strong. We're so far 40-6. The team is 40-6. I lead Salamence Bisharp against the Tyranitar Ludicolo. I'm thinking, okay, what are we going to do here? He goes to fake out the Bisharp, which breaks my sash. So I'm already like, oh, God. I didn't break this time. I go for a Rock Slide instead because I wanted to Assurance KO the Ludicolo before it Ice Beam my Salamence. He goes for a +1/+1 with Dragon Dance. And I'm thinking, oh, God, what is this? What's going on? What's going to happen? Switch out Salamence because I want to keep that Intimidate on that Tyranitar as long as possible, and I can soak up that Ice Beam that's coming my way. Take big damage from that Rock Slide, but I do get an Iron Head off on this Tyranitar as I don't flinch, and it goes down, so that was good. He Scalds into Bisharp, which is good I guess a pretty decent call. Bisharp got burned. It's going to survive for one more turn. Is it even going to be worth it though? I protect Kangaskhan, and hopefully I try to get some damage on this Charizard so that my return's going to KO it, and that's exactly what I do. So at least I know that my previous self is making good plays. Ludicolo here in the sun. It's going to resort to Giga Drain because Scald isn't going to do that much. I sent out Salamence, which is Scarfed. Now the Rock Slide should be able to lock down this Charizard because of the previous damage, and I should be able to lock down this Ludicolo with my Kangaskhan, who should be much faster and do a lot of damage. So this brings my opponent down to 1-on-3, and he forfeits, and that's awesome. We get 8 points. We're at 1622 right now. That puts us into top 10. I'll show you guys a photo of it. And thanks so much for following the series, guys. I know this team ended up getting up to 17 something, second on the ladder. The only person higher than us is Wolfie's own account, which got up to like 1823. And we're both decaying now because Showdown decays you if you don't play every day, and it's really hard to find a battle at this high. But we did it. This team did it. I'll probably do an in-depth analysis on each of the component of the team. This is also the same team I used to win the San Bruno Premier Challenge, so there's that. And thanks so much for watching. Tell me if you guys like the series, because I can think about doing another one in the future, and if you didn't, I won't. So make sure to either give me a like or give me a comment, or both, depending on how much you enjoyed it. And thanks again, guys.